This topic reminds me of The Simpsons.
Maps to movie stores, Holmes!
Excuse me, are you Drew Barrymore? What? Get out of here. I'm hungover.
Sorry, Miss Barrymore.
What?
Celebrities back in the day complained about their personal space being invaded by paparazzi and overly attached fans. There are a lot of horror stories about this. Lots of famous people have lost their lives because of it. And we, the audience, felt bad for them. But there was a detachment. Their lives were so different than ours that we didn't really get the severity of the issue. Personal boundaries not being respected and sometimes being completely violated. Until now. Let's talk about something most of us don't like to even think about, but is happening more and more. How the internet has destroyed the concept of personal space for creators, and in many cases, for everyone. I got examples for you. This is not just about fans anymore. Like we were detached from celebrities' lives back then, people today are getting detached from reality and personal space. But before we continue, if you like digging into bizarre beliefs, hoaxes, controversies, and overall entitled people ruining their lives, hit subscribe. We do this every week. How about we start defining what personal space is supposed to be? Well, we can start with my body, my choice, right? Let's add my house, my family, my pets, my time, my space. And the fun part is that you are the one who gets to decide who enters those spaces. For some reason, we have normalized celebrities being deprived of all of these concepts. No personal space for them. I mean, TMZ has built an entire empire out of disrespecting people's boundaries and secrets. But for us, the peasants, those cases were so far away from our personal lives. I mean, it was ugly, but we could just turn the TV off and move on with our lives. Then the internet made its appearance in the world, and within a few years, we were completely globalized. We could speak with someone from China in the comfort of our own homes. Creative people were given platforms to expand their horizons and try something new that could potentially open a lot of doors. And it did open a lot of them, one being followers. People enjoy the content and wanted to know more about the creator. Nothing uncommon, but boundaries were being tested by people pushing a little bit into the content creators' lives. They wanted to know more. They wanted to be involved in their lives somehow. They wanted to know and have secrets with them. And we're talking about regular people here. Remember MySpace? Some artists came out of there. Normal, everyday people wanting to make it. I mean, Justin Bieber might be a very good example of this. And we can add people on Facebook. We could just accept a friend request from a complete stranger from wherever, giving them premium access to our personal lives. People started to treat that access as an entitlement. They felt they deserve a piece of you because you made yourself public. Eight years ago, Julian Solomita uploaded a video he really didn't want to make. He and Jenna were walking to their home when they spotted a bunch of random Amazon packages. The weird part is that they didn't remember ordering anything. Plus, the name of the boxes was bizarre. The thought process was a fan must have sent this because apparently there were some random things in there, but still, why not send it to the P.O. box? Why their house? It seems so inappropriate. Anyway, the night was still young, and once Julian went to the front door to pick up the packages, a woman approached him with a little kid by her side.
And as I was bringing the packages in from outside, a grown-ass woman drove up with her son, asking if she knew if this was the street Jenna Marbles lived on. And so I said to her, you can't be here. I said, this is not okay. And she said, I don't know. All of these parents nowadays are taking their kids to these YouTubers' houses. It's pretty crazy.
I could see teenagers pulling stuff like this, but a grown adult? I hope she survived her uncontrolled Darwinism disorder because there's no way people thought going to a stranger's house unannounced, uninvited will be a good idea. More than that, a great example for the kid. She just taught her own child to break boundaries, but only if he feels entitled to. Psychotic.
I said, I think it's best if you leave. And she said, oh, well, we just parked because we're just going to go for a walk. And I said, no, you didn't. Like, you came to our house. So if you could please leave. I don't understand that. A grown person drives their kid to another person's house, invading all of their privacy. And now I'm like sitting here waiting for my fucking dinner and I don't want to go out front. And if I weren't here, Jenna would have been fucking nice enough to say hi and give the kid a picture, which is totally fucked up. That she would even have to do something like that or even be put in that situation. Like, I'm glad I answered the door and I was out there and she wasn't. Please don't come to our house. Just please don't do it. There are so many other ways that you can connect with us that are appropriate and not, I don't know, wrong.
Unfortunately for the couple, this would not be the end of deranged people pushing limits. In late 2022, Julian noticed a woman stalking them all around LA. Scary, but up until then, the weirdo was staying in her lane. Everything changed in January of 2023. That same woman thought being called a stalker was a synonym of bestie, so she made herself welcome by opening the back door of Jenna and Julian's house. Thankfully, Julian noticed this and protected his home. Here is his statement.
Today, someone broke into our house. A woman that we don't know entered our home unannounced. Upon her entering our back door, I immediately subdued her with OC pepper spray and was able to lock her out. I called the police, and she was apprehended and arrested. Jenna, the dogs, and myself are all safe. While this person is a complete stranger to me, they have been harassing me in my home throughout the last 2 months. This was something that, for safety reasons, I was doing my best to keep offline, but we were notified that a media outlet had information of today's events and are planning on running a story, so I wanted you to hear what happened from me first.
They were not the only content creators dealing with harassment from their own fans, but this is a window into what happens when the Black Mirror confuses people into believing there's a two-way street instead of a do not cross. Twitch is a platform that has been on the decline ever since the CEO, Dan Clancy, got his claws into the picture.
Okay? Suppose you want to check out the stories to see what you missed yesterday. You click there, and now you're in your stories feed.
So proper moderation and streamers' protection are on a downward spiral of death, which brings us to what happened at TwitchCon 2025. Emiru, a streamer and cosplayer, someone who had already dealt with a stalker at the beginning of her career online.
I went to Kansas to visit my family, and while I was there, I also received the news that the guy who was stalking me and I basically moved here because of has been institutionalized.
Can I sing for a change? A change for the better, as you would say?
Okay.
And the change would be for her number.
Oh.
If you'd like it, can I get your number?
I don't have a phone. I'm sorry.
Hey, excuse me?
No!
Security?
Emily, no!
Hey,
Stop!
Whoa.
It's fucking fight right now.
What?
Get away from
now.
Hey, what's going
Security!
He's harassing us.
on? What's going on? What's going on, man?
Right now. I'll kill you right now. I'll kill you right now.
Was at a meet and greet. She wanted her fans to interact with her in a safe environment surrounded by security and professionals. Something to note. Twitch banned her personal bodyguards because of an incident, so she was at the company's mercy.
2 years ago, where there was a guy following me around TwitchCon, and he asked him to stop multiple times. My guard asked him, and the guy wouldn't stop, so he grabbed the guy, but he didn't hurt him. He was just holding the guy until the con security came. And then for some reason they're yeah, because your security guard touched him, he's permabanned from the venue forever. But he didn't even hit him or anything. He just held him while they waited for the police to come. And what the f? And it was my favorite security guard. I can't have him at TwitchCon anymore.
Other girls opted to cancel their meet and greets because they felt extremely unsafe, and after voicing those grievances to Twitch, the company gave zero f about it.
So I had to cancel my meet and greet because of the stuff, but I can't cancel my meet and greet and not cancel her show because of the fact that the reason I cancel my meet and greet is I don't want to be in the same place for 2 hours. Because of people being weird.
Okay.
And then I'm under contract with them, so I can't cancel one and not cancel the other.
But emiru powered through. Sadly, she will find out that was not a good decision. Emiru was waiting for the next fan to approach her, and as you can see, there weren't a lot of people next to her. You know, the people protecting her from creeps. Well, here's this guy. I wonder what he is gonna do with all that security.
Whoa. That's crazy. Holy shit, what the fuck was that?
You're a creep!
What?
If you think this was nothing, may I remind you about Christina Grimmie. She was also at a meet and greet and one of her stalkers shot her right there. The fact that a big company like Twitch let this happen is beyond me. Oh, the guy left, by the way. Nobody stopped him. And what we know is that the staff at the event were laughing. The people you see running towards emiru were her own people. And this is Dan Clancy's response to all of this.
The safety of our creators is a top priority. The challenge we face is a challenge in today's society. It's not limited to Twitch, it extends throughout our society. I do think that when you're live streaming, in many ways, since you control your community and you can ban people, you can, make it so that those people that you don't want engaging with you and participating with you aren't there.
This guy, he just blamed her for having stalkers. And what did he do after this? But going back to the craze fan, he felt entitled to touch her and force his way onto her. Emiru stopped being a human and became a thing, an object to possess. So he went for it, and nobody stopped him. Do you think he's gonna do it again? Most likely, yes. Maybe not to emiru, but now he knows he might get away with it. And not only him, because now thousands of people know that Twitch's security is for show. Everyone is in danger now. Booktok is something I know nothing about. I like classic books, maybe some horror ones, but I will consider myself pretty much illiterate. But I learned about this through many booktubers who were disgusted and horrified about what I'm about to tell you. Sinners and Stardust 2025 was a convention in Boston that was centered around dark romance and adult topics. All fine. No kids, no teenagers, everyone was an adult. Perfect. So you think. There were a lot of disturbing issues happening inside the gathering. Harassment, groping, sexual assault, stalking behavior, you name it. It looked like a predator's flea market. Kissing people without consent, dancers touched inappropriately, sometimes in their genitals. Models groped just because they were in character. One of those people was author H.G. Carlton's friend, Animus. He was cornered, groped, and after nobody came to his aid, he left the premises only to find out someone had put an air tag on his car. Another author also said she was touched inappropriately after explicitly saying no. One of the most disgusting things was some of the people's opinions about this. Victim blaming galore.
There was one dumb bitch on Threads that was like, what did you think was going on at Sinners and Stardust with a title like that? God, oh my god.
Oh, I forgot. Someone won an adult toy and was showing it around and even performing oral stuff to it in front of everyone. Feral. Everyone was feral. People behaving like this give incel vibes. Like, they're so horny, but nobody will pull out, so yeah. A lot of uncontrolled rage for sure. The event apologized for their lack of security and protection and promised that their next convention will be different. The creators leave to party with some chicks afterwards? Who knows? Probably not. I believe they will bring a safer event. Trust the illiterate lady here. But again, this is another case of entitlement mixed with repression and loneliness. Cat lady vibes. The vast majority of the community was against the nasty behavior some ladies displayed, so this is an obvious minority defect. Still, minority or not, there is no excuse for real-life personal boundary violations. People paid to have fun and left as victims. Imagine that. Doxing is the act of intentionally gathering and publishing personal information about someone without their consent. It can be a form of intimidation, bullying, or harassment. This term came out in the 90s, but it became incredibly prevalent in today's online interactions. And it can be as simple as sending a bunch of pizzas to someone's house, to stalk, make you lose your job, sending strangers to harass, or worse. Someone actually died as a result of a swatting incident.
This is 911. What's going on?
My mom and dad, they were arguing and I shot him in the head and he's not breathing anymore.
Officers came here preparing for a hostage situation. Several of them got into position. A male came to the front door. As he came to the front door, one of our officers discharged his weapon. That male, 28 years old, was transported to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead.
And here you don't need to be a celebrity or a content creator. Anybody can be doxxed by a deranged person for a myriad of reasons. Maybe they don't like you, maybe they are in a competition against you somehow, you said something they didn't approve of, they think you need to be exposed, and many more sick reasons.
Today, I woke up to an email, or really a call, about an email from my sister, saying that she had received an email from somebody affiliated with the Cooking with Jack show threatening to dox her and me if I did not delete my recent video calling out Jack Scalfani, aka Cooking with Jack, for being a massive piece of child abuser and advocate for genocide.
How the f does she know where we live? Leave me alone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She's in the house right now, Jack.
Shut up.
She's literally outside your door.
Like 5 minutes ago posted.
Wait, what?
She's literally right outside your house.
Oh my god!
So, don't you think I forgot about you? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever social media you use, unless your profile is private, your information is public. Everyone can see what you're doing, your pictures, your family, your kids. So many kids on social media. Stalking has become such an easy task nowadays. Social media gives these creeps all the information they need without walking outside. There's a new culture of, I have access to you, and they act upon it. Mental health is on the decline for some reason, so people's entitlement has become the new normal, while personal space is becoming more of an afterthought. Now, I don't want to traumatize you, but just be aware. Protect yourself, protect your loved ones, and your space, because the celebrities from the past are the normal people from today. What do you think? Leave me your thoughts in the comments. If you like the video, give it a like or a dislike, it's fine. And subscribe. It's completely free. I hope you had a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Stay safe.